Romeo and Portia will be having a great day. So, know what it is. Sun is shining, nice and bright. Birds are chirping and they're ready for flight. Woohoo!
Oh, we can't hear it, Ash.
Again, we can't hear it.
It sounds like it's a bird in my doggone kitchen.
You're live, Portia. Yeah. So, morning, everybody. Obviously, the song is about to come on. Not sure why it's not on, but we're gonna get our morning song on.
The sun is shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping, and I'm ready to fly. Time to get ready, ready for another day. Hey. No one can stop us. Oh, we gon' learn to play. Oh, every day we learn and play. We do our best, so we'll be great. Oh, 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 oh. You do your best, best. And I do mine, mine. So let's get ready, ready, ready. 'Cause it's about that time. Good morning, morning, you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning, time to be great. Good morning, to the race. Good morning, show dance and play. Good morning, so start today. Good morning, open your eyes. Good morning, reach for the sky. Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning. You see me on my grind. Woo, stars got to shine. I'm a supernova. Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah, I'm on the move. I got a way to shine to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gonna learn and play.
Don't fall.
All right. Hey, what's happening? It's Romeo International, Portia Monique. This is Rolling Out AM, and everybody still wants to know, was even Gongoria wrong when she posted what she did today? And we are definitely on our way. So they won't let it go, Romeo. They will not let it go.
I don't know why, man. I don't see the big deal. It really ain't that much of a major deal. Like she made a mistake on some words. She was bigging up her women and her community on her platform.
On your back, everybody says on your back. So and people are really trying to figure out why and if somebody put them up to it. So, and then it's really the other people that came trying to justify that they're really coming for them as well. So been an interesting moment. And then somebody else wanted to speak, but they've already been canceled. You know, this is the biggest cancel button to date, and the denial of the cancel button.
I promise you, I don't get it. I don't understand. It was a mistake. Goodness gracious. She ain't never
Yeah, but
came
it's a
up.
bigger cancel button. They really just canceled somebody big, and all of a sudden they really don't know what to say. I think it surprised some people.
Yeah, but it's not like she has a hit. Like you
Like
can tell us
she don't have a history of it.
got a history. She just she was typing it on Twitter, and y'all know how Siri corrects you with certain words, and Siri said something else. She hit the send button. She didn't know. She didn't know.
They realize it's a okay, sorry. God forbid you ever make a mistake and people come for you and you're not forgiven for it. Like, let it go. It's bigger fish. It's bigger fish to fry.
But I get it. I get it. You know, people need something to go. They need something to go after. Somebody to go after.
Go
They
after
got plenty. I promise you. There's tons to go after. They not missing anybody. Clearly, those two senators, they really are, get ready to do they're asking to reinvestigate the 2 senators that are running for office, given that they made money off their trades because they knew about COVID. So they're asking for that to be reopened because they said, you know, they didn't do a good job since both of them made money off those transactions. So
I just don't understand why they're not reopening and investigating and opening up a new investigation for the current president in office. Like, where are all of those
time. He's not out yet. He has presidential immunity his entire state. You didn't know that?
I knew that, but they need to kick him.
So then they can't do nothing. He knows that. So he's trying to figure out the exit strategy. You know, they surprised if there's not a Russian plane picking him up as soon as they put him out.
He going to island.
He probably is. That's why he ain't said nothing. He trying to figure out his out. That's what his hustle is right now. How on July 20th, July 21st, January 21st, where am I gonna go? Because I can't go to Trump Tower. That's out. I can't go and move back into my hotel. That's out. You got to go somewhere. So somebody about to get a new resident. The island, Russia. It won't be China. Mexico. He can go to Mexico.
He can't go to Mexico. They built the wall.
Talking about the place he's building a wall against?
Right. They built the wall to kick him out.
The wasted dollar wall.
You can't come in.
How many kids could you put to college for that $1 billion?
On top of that, I'm still waiting on the I will say this though. I'm watching all the new information coming out. I saw yesterday that the COVID vaccine is 90% effective. I did read that, quote unquote. They're supposed to be releasing that right after Thanksgiving, quote unquote, under his supervision, quote unquote. This exit strategy is going to be something to watch. Really something to watch. Him and Pence. They got something up their sleeve.
Sleeves? Oh no, they saying he's MIA too.
Oh, Pence? Oh yeah, Pence ain't showed his face. Pence hasn't shown his face since he had that fly on his head.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Right. I have not seen Pence. Man, interesting.
Is going down.
He already on the island. He just waiting on everybody else. But I also saw, and I'm looking for the gentleman's name. I also saw the Asian American that was running for office is planning on moving to Atlanta to help the Democratic Party win this upcoming Senate election. And what is his name? I cannot recall, but they've been talking about that all day as well.
I think Georgia is definitely a place to go and come to. For those who are looking, you just gotta be careful when you come. Don't bring COVID with you. Plan to wear a mask. Definitely an exciting day for those who are not out with it. Andrew Yang, you got your.
Yep. Well, I don't think people are yeah, we get it. I mean, I get it. I do my thing. People not afraid of COVID anymore. They're not. I think regular life has kicked back in up to probably like 60%, 70%. The clubs never stop. We know that, but I'm seeing more people out. I'm seeing more people out with masks. It's like a half and half. I see people with masks. I see people without masks. I don't think people are concerned as much as they were before because there's no emphasis put on it as much.
Mm-hmm. Well, Biden has he's not president yet, but I think one of his first orders as president is to mandate mask wearing. He's already leading the charge with saying, hey, y'all, let's all mask up. I know I'm not president yet, but I just want to encourage everybody to wear a mask. So he is already showing leadership and saying that, you know, he wants people to wear a mask. I implore you, wear a mask. So he's showing his leadership. He's showing off, y'all. And he's like, listen, we need to be one nation.
Does it work? Do people adhere? You think?
Yes, I think people, yes, I think it will work because right now I think we're reaching for leadership, right? Like we really want the lead. No? Why are you shaking your head now?
I mean, they voted. You know, it's real clear. There, if you are riding through states that don't have that any type of past policy, you know, mass policy, then it's true. I don't think Indiana, any of those red states, are just going to tomorrow. They're talking about working through governors, but I just think that the country is, and there's a degree of normalcy for people catching COVID.
Yeah.
And I think that many people are willing to fall and continue to fall on the sword to be martyrs for a cause. Because see, they politicized it, which you got a whole group of people that they're just going to stay without masking.
Correct.
And particularly in red states, I don't think it's an opinion piece because many of them, it's not affecting them. They can walk away. You still have a generation of young people that really they're wearing it, but sometimes not. They want to socialize, they'll take a risk.
And I think if you know, a fine or something comes with the no masks policy, if he mandates that you have to wear a mask, and then if you don't wear one, there are repercussions, I think he'll get people to wear the mask.
That's not how we manage our country. You know, states aren't just gonna wake up and say, well, we're in Indiana and we're really interested on my tractor of actually driving my tractor and thinking about a mask. We're not doing that in this state.
Other countries are doing that. Other countries are finding people who don't.
You're not, this is America. This is the home of the free and the brave. And people think that even not wearing a mask is brave. They do not. It's American to not wear a mask. I mean, it was sold. A lot of people bought that T-shirt. You know them clothes people still wearing, and they out of style. Nobody has worn those. Ain't nobody had on a throwback jersey in how many years? You know, people try to sneak them out their closet and talk about it's a classic, and everybody like take that off. So I don't think so. You know, I think they're going to try to work through the governors. I think, you know, they're hoping the same thing. Is that, you know, there are lots of things that are normalized in our country, lots of medicines that are normalized. And
even if it becomes now, what if it, to Portia's point, even if it becomes a ticket, like if it becomes not like a fine, but it actually becomes like a ticket. Like, you know, you jaywalking or
if the ticket don't mean nothing, I don't think it's gonna have any.
I mean a financial ticket, but you know, oh, you got a $50 ticket from that one.
Just imagine, you got to remember, legislation just doesn't work that way. So who's going to legislate that? That's a local issue. Like giving out tickets, they don't pass out tickets from DC in Atlanta. So the Atlanta police got to do that. And you saw what happened even when our mayor wanted to mandate masks in here. Georgia was like, that's a problem. And so you're talking about entire states that have never had any mayors, and they're going through it. You know, you got to remember it was sold as a city disease because it was hitting New York City, Chicago, Detroit. Texas never believed it was going to happen.
Right. Well,
I want to say good morning to all of our beautiful family and friends on Facebook. Shirley Carter, good morning from Philly. Good morning, Thickness Set, Fat. Girl, what's your name? From Albany, New York. Good morning, Kevin Kendrick from Detroit. What up, though? We got Macomb, Mississippi checking in. Kathleen Colin checking in. Cincinnati. Albany, Georgia again. I'm just, y'all on the road today. Hey, Auntie Nettie. Auntie Nettie is watching. Good morning. I feel better. Good morning, y'all.
What's going on, man? Welcome to the Rolling Out AM Morning Show. Glad y'all here. Connie Cross. Hey, Connie. Auntie Connie.
That's your auntie? My auntie watching too. Hey, Auntie Connie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the one thing I will say. I'm pretty sure your family the same. One thing I will say about my family, they done supported me in every step I took. I'm like, I'm jumping off this bridge. They be like, well, put your parachute on. Just make sure you jump far out.
Might even go buy a net just in case, you know. Don't worry. Let's help him with a little net. No, it's kind of like riding in the car. Well, stop at the gas station. I'm just gonna get you some gas. You know, you look a little low today, so I'm gonna get some gas. Nothing like family love, you know.
And you be at half a tank, Munson. And you're like, I don't need no gas. Yes, you do.
Yeah, it just get you a little bit today. Save you these $20 so you know, help you move and get moving. So yeah, it's nothing like that kind of love that, you know, makes our culture great when you think about it.
All right,
all day.
My report, y'all. What else I got on my report? Good morning. Today is November 10th. And in the news, yeah, I thought this was so cute. So mini mogul Blue Ivy Carter, she is going to narrate the new audio book, Hair Love. It's actually an award-winning book. I think it's an Oscar award-winning book, and she's going to narrate the book, Hair Book. I think we have audio of her actually reading the book. So good for her. That's something super cute.
I'm biased. Little Professor Scott better. I said it. I'll get in trouble for it later. I said it.
It's a whole move, and we want our community. Definitely, Sky will do a hair book, so we're looking forward to that. I think Hair Love was at a moment in the football player that did it, so they're working to keep it alive. Sony Pictures picked it up. It was definitely a beautiful short. So we're looking forward. And obviously, the Carters are always looking for good franchises to associate and elevate. So they do great amplification. So looking forward to all of that happening right now. And Little Professor Sky will have a hair book. Right now, we got a great coloring book out. So we are excited about Peace and Purpose in our conference. Portia, you need to make sure somebody from Peace and Purpose every day is on the morning show so you can have an idea of who to bring on. And now we've made it official. Peace and Purpose, 27 days away. So we're excited about it.
What is Peace and Purpose, Hudson, Steve?
No, you ought to play a song. Send Ashley a video.
Peace, purpose, help me out.
Peace and Purpose Retreat.
Albums, so you can stop singing.
Woo! Please. I thought she said she was in the studio, Romeo. I thought she said she was in the studio. You in the studio?
I'm trying to get to the studio. This dang on COVID, y'all. But COVID. That's all I'm just gonna keep saying.
Oh, no, I was in the studio last night. I didn't see you.
You're in Atlanta. I'm in.
I didn't see you. I mean, they had everybody had the mask on. The engineers had the mask on. Everything was sprayed. It wasn't nobody sitting in the room.
Yep.
Walked in and they were ready for me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
And the producer was in there, the engineer, they was 8 feet away and wasn't nobody playing.
I'm ready. I'm coming this weekend.
I don't know what you bring into the studio, Portia.
My voice, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody checking for that. You know.
Come on, this album since I'm playing. I told you I was coming to Atlanta.
Oh no, you didn't tell me that.
You that?
I know.
And
so you that girl.
Everybody on the morning show, I was going to Atlanta to the studios to to get the studios.
So you that girl. You that girl. You the girl who pop up at the studio with just a voice. No project, no song, no beat, no.
Listen, hold on, because my son made me a couple of beats, so we're gonna take these beats and we're gonna use these beats.
Y'all might want to go ahead and get your voice memo and your song done right there, between Garage Band, y'all can at least get the song down.
Yeah.
You can pretty much get the song down. You can go ahead, sing on that beat. Let's hear it. Break the track out and go on and sing on the beat.
He in class right now, so
No, but you don't have the beat. I mean, that's not how it works. Everybody give you the beat, so you can put it right to the song. Put the right song to the beat.
I needed him to add something to it.
Oh
So.
no, but just right from where it is. Go on and play the beat.
Let me send him a text right quick. He in class. I really don't want to disturb him because he's in class.
I just knew you've been working on the song with the beat. I mean,
Mama, would I be trying to disturb my baby while he in class?
no, I'm just saying, why don't you have the beat already?
He didn't send it to me.
Oh, okay. So this is an invisible beat. This is a beat.
Right now, do not put my baby on blast. I'm gonna have him send it right now.
No, it's don't bother him in class.
I'm not gonna bother him in class.
Obviously, it's not important enough that you would have the beat.
I'm about to call him right now.
You meet this deadline for Christmas, right? It's gonna be the Christmas work, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about Christmas.
We're gonna see how it work out. I'm interested. But yeah, learn that Garage Band. It'll save your life.
I think I deleted that from my phone.
I don't know why you do that.
Because I didn't understand it.
What you say? Kathleen Collins said cat calling on background. Okay.
All right, well now come on, camera. Y'all need to go ahead and do a little duet right now, Kat. Hey.
You got enough duets, okay? Yes, baby, come through.
Come on, Kat Collins. Let's help her out.
Running.
What's the title of her song? I'm trying to figure out the title of the song. I ain't even heard the title of the song.
We're gonna do a couple of covers for Christmas. Maybe
okay. Let's hear the first cover, because that would mean that it's a song that dropped. That's not no da 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 da. Let's hear the words to the song.
That's just like if somebody said, "Hey Romeo, DJ this for me," and I just bust out scratchy scratch 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 scratch. What are you talking about? We want to hear the
word. What is the name of the song? What should you use? I was trying to.
Oh, you're talking about my original song, a portion.
Just go ahead. Santa what?
Santa baby.
What was the next word after that? Bring me what?
Somebody help me out. Down.
What is she singing? And if she's not gonna know the words, how's she gonna sing a cover? Like the whole reason to sing a cover is to show that you can sing.
I'm laughing too, Iris.
The tree. Come on now, come through, producer Ashley. I got it.
You mean you need the words?
I do. I need to practice a little more. My baby gonna act like he ain't that text that I just sent. Send me my song.
Well, y'all see the way this EP gonna go. So excited.
Thank you, Romeo.
That was the sarcasm. That was the sarcasm.
Why would you be mean?
Yeah, Pat George, scratchity scratch scratch. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Don't do that. Pat, don't do that.
We're waiting on the words. You say you're singing covers, you know.
Baby, we're gonna practice. We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna be ready.
Okay.
Ready. Okay. Tomorrow with Santa baby.
Okay.
All right.
I hear you. Be ready.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna move on to the next slide for my report. Guess what, y'all? Guess who got COVID now? Like, that should really be the reality show of the White House. Guess who got it now? Guess who got it now? Yep. Ben Carson is the latest to test positive for coronavirus. What y'all think about that? I chuckled because I really did think that it was a little amusing. So he tested positive for COVID-19. His deputy chief of staff says that he's in good spirits, guys, and he feels fortunate to have access to effective therapeutics which aid and markedly speed his recovery. Good for him, because there are a lot of people out there who don't have access to um, that type of healthcare. So Carson, who everyone knows, he also attended the election night party at the White House.
First of all, nobody has
Dun, dun, dun.
that type of health care. I can't even jump on board and say, he thank God that he said what the statement you said where he said thank God that he had access to that type of health care. Nobody has access to that type of health care. Nobody ain't getting picked up on planes, helicopters, flown to the doctor for 3 days, and then you feeling better. Nobody. And this is what's going to make the vaccine or whatever it is more unreachable for people, because you're going to release the vaccine. Well, hopefully, Biden will take control of it. But if the vaccine is released during this last month of Trump, I guarantee you, it's going to be rules and regulations on how you got to get it. You're going to have to, it won't be something you can just go to CVS, get a shot, and go home. No, you got to go fill out this and go through this. This American system is so effed up when it comes to healthcare. You go to Canada and you sick, they take care of you and send you home. That's it. That's it.
Well, we'll see who gets it next. He was at the White House election party the night of the election. So if he has it and he tested positive, we're just waiting. Dun 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 dun.
I think it's just amazing, and it's part of the get the tattoo. Actually say you're part of the team. Everybody has to, get bit by the vampire.
It's a rites of passage with that.
No, it might just be vampire. Soul stealers.
Crazy. Idiotic.
One,
Just go to this party and get this COVID right quick.
it's one place where everybody getting sick and they still want to go.
I think there's just a great video for that they can accept the fact that they are no longer here, and everybody is on the whole concept of letting them go.
We got a video.
I don't know. It should be you're about to lose your job because they sure get this dance.
Getting this dance, huh?
Get this dance.
Yes.
I'm gonna need y'all to pay that lady. I need y'all to make sure that lady get paid.
I hope so. We liked her from day one. As soon as she said, "Getting this dance," we knew it was a hit.
The song is nationwide right now, man. I hope she's getting her check. For real. Oh my God.
I don't know about that. I think she made that beat. I think she
didn't make the beat, but she had the lyrics. So that begs the great debate: which one is better? Which one, not necessarily better, but which one makes the more hits, the beat or the lyrics?
The beat.
The beat.
That beat.
But everybody's singing the lyrics. Ain't nobody walking around talking about Sway the remix. Like, ain't nobody doing that. They talking about you were about to.
That see how that movement? There ain't no movement without the.
She definitely had movement in the original one. Everybody.
What are you moving to? You moving to a beat.
We was moving to the beat that was in her head because there was no beat to it yet.
Portia, I'm about to give you a heads up. You about to drop this.
Yeah, she's going to the studio. Remember that too.
Right. I'm gonna give you a heads up. I can take the beat and I can put that beat behind a commercial, a movie, or whatever. I can't take the person's lyrics and put it behind
a movie or whatever is not being repeated. It's not on repeat throughout the world. Everybody's talking about you about to lose your.
Anybody moving their body is can be thrown into. Come on, anybody doing it. John Lewis is partying with this song.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here. I just have.
And I find the original where there was no music to the background and she was singing and everybody was singing the same melody that's in her head because it went just like that. You about to lose your job. Like he didn't alter her vocals or anything.
No. You know what? I see where it's gonna go. You know what? You're right, Portia. I'm gonna make a beat for your album, and when that album sells, we gonna see what get bought first. I'll make a beat for your album. Let's go. You're right. It's the lyrics. Sure.
It's the lyrics. All of the songs, y'all don't understand. All of the songs that are like iconic songs, people repeat the lyrics. Like, what's Marvin Gaye's most popular?
So we do the Cupid Shuffle to the words.
Who says anything about Cupid Shuffle?
What are we doing the Cupid Shuffle to? The words?
No, I'm talking about Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. Let's talk about Marvin Gaye. Y'all don't know
Is that a dance song or something?
What?
Is that a dance song?
I'm talking about
we were dancing and all of a sudden you start playing.
I'm talking about the importance of the lyrics. Everybody walking around talking about I need sexual healing. They don't say na 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 na. They say I need sexual healing. I'm just saying.
So when I'm in the club and I'm playing a song, you're telling me the first thing people recognize is, you know what? That's the lyrics to so and so. Or do they recognize the beat? What do they recognize first, Portia?
What's Beyonce's most recognized song? They don't think about the beat. They think about the song.
You're gonna have some problems with this album. You're gonna have some real problems.
Portia
about to make right. Portia about to make an album just all about the lyrics. The beat don't matter to the lyrics. It's just gonna be all about the lyrics. Okay. Good luck. I can't wait to hear it.
Okay.
Mustn't help out.
Hold on. There's no need to help. She's right. She's gonna be right all the time. So I'm not gonna be having a fight about it.
Musicians chime in, please. Is it the lyrics or is it the beat?
The man is sitting here. This man is in the studio. The beats matter.
So he had.
No, it comes from even the song comes from some melodic place. You ain't gonna just start. Well, da 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 da. Trust in him and let him know what's wrong. I can hear the music already behind. Right. Take his hand and keep moving on.
Music didn't exist until you had the lyrics.
No, they all come. It's like the music takes you all to a whole place. So then you can put something to it.
So you heard the music first before you wrote Trust in Him.
Right.
No, that's not true because you write your lyrics down.
No, I don't. I memo my lyrics because I sing my lyrics.
Audio memo, right. But the lyrics come before you put the music to them.
No, you think, hold on, this is so funny.
So that's why I play the piano, because for me, the melody starts the whole concept. And then I can get to the hook. But I hold in the bridge. But it's all gonna start with some kind of melodic here.
What up, Mary Mitchell? This is so funny to me. So you're telling me that Munson went in the studio. This is what I can guarantee you as a DJ. Munson went in the studio with the lyrics, but I guarantee you he went through a number of beats to match the lyrics, not a number of lyrics to match the beat. He didn't do that.
Right.
What are you
And,
talking
and,
about?
and the beat
Right.
gotta make it, and the beat already has sounds to go with it. I'm singing a song in a tempo. I'm singing a song with the measures. I'm saying giving the bars to an idea melodically. Like you want to be able to hear and see music. You don't want to, oh, okay. It's just like a composer. You
Okay.
can look at the film and then he says, dun 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 da, and then you know what's getting ready to feel. It's created a feeling right then.
Right.
Portia, you gonna be that.
He had the script already written. And then he said the dun 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 dun
He
dun.
did not. Oh my God. You know what? Hey, when you go to the studio, can I watch? I just want to sit in the corner and watch.
But she just proved it. She did everything that she just did with no lyrics. A whole experiment you just did.
No, but I did that to prove a point because
you proved the point that there were no lyrics.
But
Right.
you have to know when to put the dun 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 because the whole story is written.
The dum the dum dum the dum the dum dum the dum the dum dum the dum dum the dum dum dum.
I know that song.
Yeah, you gotta keep starting something. If you hear you already know what it is.
Got to be starting something.
But
Sorry.
the music starts before the song.
Okay, well I wasn't a music.
The music starts before the song. Every song.
But you have to have an idea for what the song is gonna be before you put the music to it, don't you?
You're right. You're right.
Okay, so producer Ashley is saying it's the music too. Okay, that's fine.
No, you right. You go to the studio and let us know how that work out.
That's why it's so easy to give and makes it universal. That's why, because they can feel it.
This is gonna be good. Portia's gonna have the hottest lyric album ever. Where the beats at? You don't need no beats. It's the lyrics.
Nah, they gonna tell her that's a spoken word album, Portia.
That's the spoken word.
Well, anyway, all I know is my album is gonna be fire because it's gonna be different because y'all all think the same way. How about that?
No, it's not even the same way. It's the wave is it could be colors. You could be thinking musically in colors. You could see it as a color. It doesn't mean that it has to do anything but be bright.
Okay.
I'm so happy it's all about the brightness of the music.
Because I'm
DJ
talking about what for real?
It's a bright record.
But
That sucker is a bright yellow, orange, and then the music is bright.
Okay.
DJs are creating an atmosphere off of the tempo of the crowd. They're not creating an environment off of the lyrics. I guarantee you. I have to create a tempo for people to dance and bop their heads to. Guarantee you.
Right. And even walk around and talk and make sure that it doesn't drive the conversation in the wrong direction, but move you around.
Okay.
They say, why are you still playing Whitney? Because I can play it and you can be in anybody, any audience, any crowd. Because everybody want to believe I'm saving all my love for you. She not holding that tune to nothing. She holding that tune to some music.
Do, 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 do,
I'm saying all these out of tune sounds this morning.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, this is y'all friend today. Portia belongs to y'all today. We're gladly handing her over and her music career to y'all. So shout out to Mary Mitchell.
Go ahead.
No, Mary Mitchell was saying you guys are no, she was saying you guys, as in me and Munson, you guys are correct. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate it.
Sure. You would think that my sister would be on my side. What the hell happened to family loyalty?
But I guess we
want
wrong.
family to be with you when you're wrong.
Mary,
not to rescue you and kind of say,
I'm about to call her right now. I'm about to bring her on the damn show. Mary, I hope you camera ready because I'm about to call.
Is that what it is? That's what it is today.
That's my sister.
I think people need to make sure that they got December 5th if you're in Georgia, that you know you can still register, you know.
Do we have the video? He's giving me peace. But see, Martha, you wrote the words to that before
and
the
and and,
music
and
came.
wrote half the music to it, but that doesn't have anything.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, y'all.
You
Portia,
think so? You think I just hear lyrics?
No, I think that you think I
that's what I was about to say.
write them down and you say, okay, peace and purpose. That's the concept.
This is
No.
what y'all deal with.
No.
The man just said, you know what? You're right, Portia. You're right. He you know what? Munson hears lyrics in his head before he actually hears a melodic tune to go with the lyrics. You're right. He just bust up and said, you know what? I'm finna write lyrics. To what, Munson? I don't know. I'm just gonna write the lyrics.
What you say, Romeo? Oh, I thought you said something.
Now you're gonna be you know we just got rid of one bully. You're gonna be
Okay.
bullying on.
Who's the bully? I don't have a bullying bone in my body.
No, if you can push that video cancel button, you know I just don't understand it.
It's okay, Petty.
And we're not even saying anything because you are still trying to stay on something, and we're trying to tell the community to be sure to register to vote early.
For Peace and
And,
Purpose. That's one of my favorite Munson Steve songs.
what, peace and purpose?
I see
Yes.
Mary J. Block, Petty LaBelle. I see you.
So funny, Romeo. I'm looking for peace and purpose. While we look for peace and purpose, let's go to Grace Moore. Grace Moore is a young musician who is poised for greatness and achieved a huge milestone this week, y'all. So
She was everywhere. She was on the Today Show. She was on Sunday morning. Everybody's written about her. I'm not sure that they got the video. She got a couple of videos on YouTube.
yeah, let's go to one. So she's a seventh grader. She's one of the youngest composers to enter the New York Philharmonic. She's enrolled in the organizer's Very Young Composers program designed to teach participants as young as 8 years old how to create original scores. Let's get her on the show so we can see what she say because she's the expert at how old is she? She's a seventh grader.
She's
Oh, you
12
better
years
really
old.
prove your.
She's 12. It was a story trending Sunday. Black Enterprise had it yesterday, and I wanted to bring it to the morning show to inspire all of us. It is a young composer program with the New York Philharmonic where they actually introduce young savants, which she is, and allow them to compose, and then they get the individuals from the New York Philharmonic to actually participate. The other person is now the new superhuman. Romeo, you will like it. I imagine they're making a movie from Marvel. It will be called The Super Sister, and she has superpowers, and it is now Stacey Abrams. They are beginning to say Stacey Abrams has superpowers and that she will be soon starring in her own Marvel movie, fighting a blonde Godzilla who will go down this time. So we can anticipate that, or some other blonde extraterrestrial animal fighting, and there will be the super sister who comes clearly ready with her super sister troops. She will win and conquer this evil empire that has been built in red that used to wear pea yellow hair.
I can't wait for that. Super Sis coming January 5th, 2021.
Yeah, probably the night. Definitely can imagine that her destroying.
Be interesting.
So yeah, Stars has a whole program on the. I thought you guys would watch that, an animated film on the election and the Trumpish. So they did that. I got that out pretty fast, and it's been a pretty funny scenario too. I think the other thing is just all the new activists that are definitely influencers today. So you see a whole new lineup of activists happening, which I think is exciting for everybody. my fear is that in order to get the new virus, you got to get it twice. We have a hard time people getting to the doctor once. So, getting twice. And obviously the militarization of our country will take place as they believe they need the army to actually bring out the vaccine. So everybody.
And plus, it goes back to my friend that I had come on as a guest a couple of months ago, and she's this big time model, and she literally said she caught it in the club, and then she didn't tell anybody that she had it because she was afraid about losing gigs or losing whatever. But then once it knocked her on her ass, then she told everybody. And after the fact, I think only 2 people from her caught it, like her boyfriend and someone else or whatever.
Her mom, right?
But
that was the one that came on and said her mom had it too, right?
yeah, she did, right? She had gave it to her mom. So yeah, I think, and it sounds childish, but I think when people catch it the first time, they're not gonna say they caught it because these the same people that's walking around without a mask, walking around without protection, who probably didn't believe it, right? So now they got to come back behind themselves and be like, well, I was wrong. So I think a lot of people have had it. I think a lot of people just haven't said it. So I do think it has to be 2 times around.
Honestly, when I had traveled to California, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but anyway, I thought I had it because this was at the beginning of the year. I was on my way to LA, and we was doing Black women in Hollywood, and so I did the event, but like very shortly after that, I got real sick, and so I ended up spending the rest of my trip in the hotel, and didn't go anywhere. I went and self-medicated and all that, and just kind of like stayed down for like a day, and then after that I was good. But I never get sick. Like I never get sick. So I thought that I had it then.
What month was this?
This was the beginning of February. Black women in Hollywood. We can't hear you.
Everybody started talking about where they got it in February.
Mhm.
Everybody who was close to it talked about how sick they were in February.
Yep, I was down. And
Yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
and I was out in LA by myself. I was scared to go to sleep. This was before they even made an announcement. But I was out in LA by myself, y'all. I was gonna have to have my uncle come get me from San Francisco. But I self-medicated. I got better.
They say Atlanta got the cure. Clubs still open. Clubs don't close. I will say one thing about my city. Clubs ain't closing. A business will close, but the club ain't closing. Strip club definitely ain't closing. And apparently,
That's my song, y'all. Let me hear it, Mustang.
People look at Atlanta like they just got the overall cure. Come to Atlanta, no COVID. So hey, that's the numbers I want to see. I would love to see club event numbers. What up, Nathan Westcart? Morning to you.
Can we hear the whole song?
I'm sending it to you and Ashley now. She says she can't.
You can't get it? I didn't get it.
I don't know.
iPhone, send iPhone.
Well, what else we rolling with?
So I have my last slide for Miss USA, hailing from Mississippi. Wow. You said, oh, wow. Miss Mississippi Asia branch is crowned Miss USA. So she was Miss Mississippi, and she is going on to become Miss USA. And Mississippi breeding them like that, y'all. I just want y'all to know. So she's beautiful. She's beautiful. And congratulations to her.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Paint, what is he doing?
Very nice. What up, D Shields? Good morning to you.
Let's do birthdays
What up,
before I get into months and song.
What are you talking about? Pain. We just letting you do your thing. Definitely success.
So let's do birthdays, y'all. Birthdays. Eve is 42. Eve is 40. Eve is 42. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Stop talking about she lying. Don't do that. Don't do that. They sitting up there writing to me talking about she lying. Eve says she 42.
42.
Corey Gamble, which is everyone knows as Kris Jenner's boyfriend. He's also a Morehouse alum. I just want to put that out there. Anyway, he's 50. Tracy Morgan is 52, and Teddy Bridgewater is 28. He gotta be 28 with a name like Teddy. He has some young parents. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. So happy birthday to these people, and let's drop that birthday song.
We got balloons, yeah. The cake is on the way. We got the music playing, cause it's your holiday. Woo! We invited family, and everybody came. Now strike a pose for me like you in a picture frame. You got your finest clothes on, and $1 million smile. So we gon' celebrate you for a while. And don't forget we got the candles when you away. Don't forget we got the candles. Happy birthday, gonna celebrate you for a while. Candles, blowing you away. Wait. Candles. Happy birthday, happy girl, happy girl. If you're proud to make another year, put your hands up, clap them in the air. If you see somebody.
So happy birthday to everybody.
Got it. Just like you. Go ahead. Say hello. It might be their birthday too.
So you wrote the y'all can't see me. So you wrote the lyrics to that song first, or you had the music to that song first?
Okay, so I think you're trying to make the concept wrong.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, when you hear a song, let's just play songwriting, okay? All right. So you write a song. We're doing it right now.
You want me to do it right now, or you want?
Like pick a subject, like something we like.
Birthday.
No, it's not. That could be somebody take that song. But go ahead, bring something that just like a commercial song. I had the video.
Okay, hold on. Let me play the video first, and then let me think of the song while we're doing that video.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna explain to y'all what's going on.
I can't hear you, Romeo. Romeo?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I tell people what's going on.
Let me go ahead and play this video right quick.
He keeps bringing me peace, purpose along my way. He keeps bringing me peace, purpose every day. I don't know where I would be without all he's given me. And I'm so thankful for peace. some things that we don't want to be. We do our best to cover up scars, but he knows who we really are. From the good to the bad, there's nothing he can't do. Just tell him what you need. Just make yourself of service, and he'll give you peace and purpose. He's bringing me peace, purpose along my way. He's giving me peace, purpose every day. I don't know where I would be without all he's giving me. I don't know peace, purpose. I don't know where I'd be without him walking by my side. Took me out of the darkest places, brought me to the light. He gave me peace and purpose to let me know I was worth it. And I will spend every day thanking him for the grace that he showed me. 'Cause he's giving me peace, purpose along my way. He just keeps right on bringing me peace, purpose every day. I don't know where I would be without all he's giving me. Just thankful for peace, purpose, giving me peace.
So what you saying?
So you telling me that you wrote the song, the music to the song before you wrote the lyrics to that?
I had all the melody to the song plus the hook, and then I sang the song to the melody with the hook, and then I had the orchestration added.
Munson Seed, Special, Peace and Purpose, wrote, arranged, composed, not sang, because who's the guy that sang? I love his voice. What's his name?
He's not a friend of yours. and the arranged was actually another friend of mine. And so the publishing starts to split at that point. Producers get a split. The guy that helps me to organize my writing gets a split. But 60% of all the record is mine because I started with the music and the writing. So if you come up and say, oh, I got these great lyrics, they say, well, once we produce that song, we'll let you know what we're doing with them. So I don't do it that way. I produce the song. I sing through the song. I'm singing to something. I'm not singing words in the air. I'm singing to something. Trust in him, and you'll know what's wrong. Da 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 da. Keep holding on. I can hear the music already. So then the producer can't say, oh, I came up with everything. Because no. Da 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 da. I'm giving you that. Da ba ba. Ba ba da da. Now I may not know, so I get on. And so I give them the melody with the piano. And most of mine start with that. You know, young trap guys got a whole nother sound in their head. Boom! They drop it. And you just catch it. It's kind of like they just catch it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you gonna start and say it's there and you can't feel no energy. The energy just moves at that moment.
Baby, send me my song. See, he gonna try to sit up there and act like he so focused on class that he didn't see my text.
Well, I don't think that that's a bad thing.
She gonna learn.
But I still wanted to show off.
She gonna learn. She gonna learn.
There is my beat, little boy. The hell. Okay, but we got a guest coming on, y'all.
I am in class. Where's my beat, little boy?
Mama Trump class all day. Where's my beat?
Oh man, that is hilarious.
So who do we have coming on, Romeo?
That's a good question today. on Tuesday. Shout out to everybody. Diane Lincoln, what's going on? See It Love, what's going on? Iris Baker, oh my God, I love that song.
Isn't it beautiful, Iris?
I hope you come into the retreat, Iris.
Pat Jordan.
And what's going on with you, Iris? We hadn't talked in a while, so big smile sent your way.
Okay, so we have a guest, Eric Young, Tech Tuesday.
Isn't that Tech Tuesday with Randy? Isn't that Randy?
Yeah, we're waiting on Randy as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Waiting on Randy Fling. What's going on? Shout out to everybody checking in. Appreciate y'all, man. Rolling out international, rolling out.com. I can't have Iris Baker said I can't have my phone on in class. She listening secretly. Hey, now tell about Iris can't have his phone on in class. She just
Where's my baby at with my music? He gonna sit up there act like in class. Anyway,
Eric Young.
Eric Young, welcome. I'm
gonna take care too, Eric Young. I got you.
We're gonna see.
I ain't say I was an expert. Randy Flame.
Good morning.
Randy, come on now.
The mute button.
There you go.
I hit it twice. It said the host was unmuting me. Am I there with you people?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up this morning? Everybody feeling good on the show? I'm excited today. As you can see, my very special guest, Eric Young, is here today. He's a man who exemplifies what is happening today in the tech space. This is our first Tech Tuesdays that everybody can look for every Tuesday at 9 o'clock here on the morning show, as we bring in brothers and sisters from around the country who are doing great things in the tech space. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Eric. They call him Mr. Patents. So he's the CEO and co-founder of Audios, a visionary inventor who has worked for multiple Fortune 500 tech companies. He's got 6 patents granted. He's done 2 paper publications and has 12 years of experience building consumer products. And even at Afrotech, he was a finalist, one of the 3 finalists in their competition. So now, Mr. Patents, how did you get that name, Eric?
So my homeboy started calling me Mr. Patents. It all started when I was working at HP. And so I think context matters. So initially when I was working at HP, I was always used to having my own cash, being my own guy. And so my goal was to start my own tech company. And so when I would go to work, when I would get off work, I knew that I had to train. So I approached it like an athlete would. I knew I had to master computer engineering. I had to master software engineering. I had to be nice with electrical engineering, and I had to be competent with mechanical engineering. And so eventually I began to file patents. And at first, I'll be honest, every patent I filed was rejected. But eventually it started to click, and I started to understand what a true invention was. And I started to average 1 patent granted per year at HP my entire career.
Wow.
And so a friend of mine, this is a recent statistic, right? A friend of mine sent me a statistic to show how rare that was. And so there are 6 patents per 1 million Blacks in America. And there are only 40 million of us. So that's 6 times 40. And so to put that, I'm an engineer, so I like to compare it to stuff. So to put that in perspective, it's you're more likely to get struck by lightning over your lifetime, or if you want to even use this year, you're more likely to get struck by lightning than to meet a patent owner.
Man, that is interesting. You've got 6 that you did. Now you did some of those while you were at HP, and then, but now you're on your own. What would make you leave a great company like HP? I assume you were doing well. I hope they were rewarding a brother during that time, but I don't know. What was on your mind?
So just so that people who interested in becoming an engineer, when you start off, the salary might be around, it depends where you are, like 60K. You eventually get up to 120K. But if you're in Silicon Valley, there's no cap. So you can make 180, you can make 200,000. So for anybody that's in college, you should definitely keep that at the top of mind in regards to salary. For me, I I mean, for lack of a better word, I wanted to get off the plantation. I was always my own man. And then I had a lot of vision too, and I wanted to maximize the earning potential of some of the things that I was creating. And so I decided to leave HP and start Audios.
Okay. So tell us a little bit just about what it took and how you made that move. What city were you in at that time? Where were you working for HP?
I was in Houston, and then I transferred. I just left and went to Silicon Valley.
Okay.
And I didn't have a idea of what I wanted to do, but I had 10 patents or 10 inventions. I keep a notebook. And so I met this guy. It was just random. And because I was trying to learn about how to start a tech company, he said, yo, just choose the easiest thing. And for me, the easiest for an engineer, easy is not necessarily technically easy, but it's something that you can do with your own two hands. And so building this new type of cableless speaker was something that I can build in my garage. I literally would work in my garage and cut the wood and make the electronics and use a 3D printer. And so that's why I decided to choose Audios. It was something that I didn't have to rely on somebody else to help me with.
Wow. Okay, so now you did all that by yourself. Now, do you have any patents at Audios?
Yeah, so two patents are from Audios. I have a co-founder, but 2 patents are Audios. The patents are mine, and they're signed over to Audios. So you create the patent and you sign it over. I just want to mention too, so I call myself Mr. Patents, but it's just like in sports, we have, the greatest of all time, you have GOAT. So I have a GOAT, we have a GOAT in our industry, especially a Black patent owner. And he created the Super Soaker. So that's who I look up to. I got 6 patents, he got 125. So I'm Daniel's son, that's Mr. Miyagi. That's who I want to have a drink with him and learn from him. I'm just a little baby.
Well, brother, now that you've left Silicon Valley and you're here in Atlanta with us, he's here in Atlanta with us, and we will go have a drink. How about that?
Yeah, that'll be super dope.
We will do that. He is a great brother as well. I've met him on a number of occasions, and he really is a good brother and a super smart, obviously, individual. So you moved to San Francisco. You're building your speaker. You're living your dream, building it in your garage. Now, how did you have to bring in other technical people to help you with the project?
Yeah, so to create a product, it could cost up to $3 million. To file a patent, it takes about 50K. So that's one of the reasons why probably a lot of Black people are not able to file patents, and it's easier to file it when you're working for a big company. Okay. So for me, my co-founder, we split up the task. And so I focused on the computer engineering, the software engineering, the mechanical procurement, going to China, finding the factories. My co-founder, he focused on building the electronics. So we would co-design the electronics, he would build it, and then I would take it from there. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Then you subcontract some of the other work out because it's more efficient than hiring someone in Silicon Valley for 120K. Right. 150K, yeah.
Right. So kind of tell us, so you built it, it's actually a product, you've created it, you've got the patents on it now. So where do you go from here? What is the company doing now? Where are you at, sort of?
So Audios, just so that you know, Audios is the first fully cableless DJ speaker, right? So if you've ever been to a wedding, you've been to a concert, you've been to any kind of event, those huge speakers, we make those wireless. And the reason why it's a big deal is because you only have Bluetooth. You can only connect your cell phone to one speaker, but Audios is changing that. And so we 4 years in, we've already built the product and we're fundraising right now. That's where we are so that we can pay for manufacturing. So I got the company as far as I can on my own, with my own cash. And now we're raising money so we can get to the next level. And so we're raising 500 to 1 million. On a crowdfunding campaign. It's equity crowdfunding called Republic. And we're going to use that money to pay for manufacturing and execute our go-to-market strategy. That's just a fancy tech way to say execute our business plan.
Got it. Okay, and let's back up for a minute and let's talk a little bit about crowdfunding and what that means today. Because some people may think back to like Kickstarter, where you send somebody some money, they sent you a t-shirt because you helped them get their company started. And you and I both know, and I just want to share with anyone watching, that crowdfunding is very different until President Obama put something into effect called the Jobs Act. And part of it said that in the past, if you didn't make $250,000 in your house or have $1 million liquid, you were not what's called an accredited investor. So you couldn't invest in any startups. So like when Facebook first started, or Google, or any of the companies, Uber, they went to VCs and private people, but only private people with a lot of money were able to invest. You, me, Eric, people like regular people, we didn't qualify. So we weren't able to invest in those companies early on during the startup to really benefit from making that money. Not to mention a small company like Eric's or other people that have tech companies today, it made it hard for them to get money. There was no way for them to, they had to go find those few people with money just to get financed to get their business to the next step. So what has happened with this Jobs Act, each company can raise up to $1.07 million per year from the public, from people who don't have to be accredited rich investors. So what it means is a guy like me, who has invested in Eric's company, who has invested in a couple other Black companies, I'm able to do that $100, $250, $500, $1,000 at a time, so that number one, myself, as a person who loves the Black tech ecosystem, I'm able to support. But number two, I'm looking for returns on my money. And I know that I'm getting it early before they go public. But just to give you an idea too, they do, Eric, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you have to file with the SEC, you have paperwork you still have to file, you have to have a CPA to review put your financials together. Then the platform, like Republic, there's Start Engine, there's several, they go back over your paperwork and review it with another CPA. Is that correct? They do all those things?
Yes, it's actually very strict. It's extremely strict. Everything that you said is true, and every move that we make is monitored. And they're gonna, even when you finish crowdfunding, they're gonna check in on you. This is not, I can't take your money and walk away from it. They're keeping a very close eye on everything that we're doing internally. They keep track of the money in the bank account at that level. Yeah. Right. So if you say you have 8 months runway, meaning you have 8 months worth of cash to keep the business alive, they're checking on that type of stuff.
Let me ask you something, Eric. Well, I can't even say if, because I did put, after I met you and had an opportunity to look at the opportunity of a company that's doing what you're doing in the knowledge that you have about consumer electronics and the understanding of the industry, I really wanted to go with a winner, to be honest, and I consider you a winner. And so that's why I'm thrilled to have you on the show. But I put my money up. What should I be expecting, and when?
So in Silicon Valley, the stock market, they'll give you 10%. So let's compare things, right? In Silicon Valley, the norm is to give investors a 7 to 10x return. So if you invest $250, my job as the CEO is to give you back $2,500. If you invest $500, my job is to give you $5,000 back. And that usually at a fast return would be 5 years. That usually takes 5 to 7 years, okay, depending on the company and if you have a liquidity event. So a liquidity means you sell the company.
Got it. Okay, or go public.
If you go public, really well, exactly.
This is kind of public, but it's not the same as going to the stock market public when people really raise hundreds of millions of dollars compared to $1 million. And again, I've been blessed to be able to be able to invest with more than one company. I suggest to everybody watching the show, if you've never done it, that a couple of things. One, it's a way to get you involved in the investment industry, so you will learn so much more about what it is really investing out here in the world. And we won't be talking, my friends and I and your friends, you won't be talking about this company that you saw one day and heard about, you could have did something with, and you did nothing. So, I tell everybody, don't break the bank. Nobody wants to hurt themselves. But if you're in a position to do something so when your kids become older, and this company has gotten bought out or they've moved on and gone on the public exchange, people who got in early are the ones who made a difference, in their family's life in terms of the capital that they were able to get.
And I wanted to explain. So one of our investors is the creator of Guitar Hero. A lot of people remember that game. And the Guitar Hero game went on to make $4 billion over its lifetime. Another one of our investors is the super successful, his name is Andy Radcliffe. He has a venture capital firm. So when you see Shark Tank, Andy is one of those guys that the Shark Tank is somewhat based off of. This is what they do. They invest in tech companies. So to put it in perspective, Andy's firm, he's a co-founder. They own 12% of Uber and they own 21% of eBay. That was possible because they got in early. If you were to try to buy 12% of Uber now, how many billions of dollars would you have to cough up?
Okay, I got to ask you a question, Eric. I don't want to put you on Front Street, but now you got big guys like that aren't even from our community, and they're putting money into your company. Like, did Guitar Hero, did he get a better deal than I'm getting on the money I sent you? Or when you do this kind of offering, is it the same?
Yeah, it's so on crowdfunding, Andy and the creator of Guitar Hero set the terms. And what that means is that they will determine the value of the company and what they're willing to pay. And so when they set the terms, every other investor takes advantage of that. So you get in at the same price that they get in because they set the terms for the company, for the investment.
Well, that's good to have somebody professional setting the terms like that. But then I get to piggyback and I get the same terms, same return that they're going to get on their money. I get to get on mine. I like that. And I knew the answer to that. And I know it's important for other people to know that you're getting the same deal as somebody who maybe put a lot more money in than you, to have an opportunity to invest like other people do and people that like other communities have been doing for a long time. So now if a person's interested, where do they go?
So you go to Republic, on the screen, it's going to come up and you go to Republic. So it's republic.co/AUDIOS. So that's audios. And you'll find our campaign there. And investments start at $100. I wanted to make it so that anybody can participate. For the past 4 years, because like what you said, my friends who wanted to help me really couldn't help me because they didn't have $1 million in net worth or they weren't making 200K. But with Republic, with crowdfunding, they can invest as little as $100. It's just like sending money to Cash App or Zelle or PayPal. It's literally that easy. You sign up and you can send money. And so that's the link right here.
And after I sign up, and I know you're just still in the middle of your crowdfunding, how will I know what's going on with my money and with the company? More importantly, are you required? Do you send out something twice a year, once a year? How will I know what's going on with audience?
So the cadence is every quarter you should be updating your investors. Okay. That's a normal thing because the creator of Guitar Hero and Andy, they're playing an active role. So they didn't just invest and say, here you go. They invested. Guitar Hero connected us with the factories in China. And so because I have to provide updates to them, I will also provide updates to everybody else who invests. We can also update more often, but it just depends if we have some major news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The standard is every quarter. Sometimes you update every month. It just depends. Maybe you may even update every week if something major is occurring.
Is occurring within the company.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me right briefly, these speakers are going to be in a lot of places. Nobody wants wires. Yours is wireless, works off Wi-Fi, outdoors, indoors, doesn't matter. Don't have to run cables for people to trip over inside the nightclub or any of that. And I mean, I know venues, clubs, concert halls, they're going to want to use that without a doubt. What else are you planning? I know you said you had some other patents, you had some other ideas. Are there other things that we're likely to see from the Audios brand as the brand becomes better now?
Yeah, so Audios doesn't need Wi-Fi, it doesn't need Bluetooth, like a Wi-Fi router or Bluetooth is different. The speakers build their own wireless network. And with the two patents, I am absolutely convinced, I'm confident that we're going to change the way we connect to speakers and to devices. And so we plan on starting in the professional audio space and then transition into the consumer space so that you can buy our products at Best Buy. And so we'll continue to file patents because patents help give us protection. And then we'll begin to release more and more products. But it's not just going to stop with the speaker. We also, the goal is to become a unicorn. And so a unicorn is where a company is worth 500 million. That number has changed. I think it's $1 billion now, but typically it's 500 million or more. And so we're going to have an app that is revenue generating. And so these are the type of things that I'm talking about. And I'm working with, Guitar Hero and some other people. And we really strategizing, how can we turn this into the first Black Facebook, or how can we turn this into the first unicorn and have an IPO?
Wow, it's exciting. I'm glad I'm in. We got a DJ on the call here on Zoom on the morning show with us. I don't know if Romeo had any questions because he works with speakers and DJ equipment all the time. Are you there, Romeo? He may not be.
No. I'm here. I'm here. I was actually waiting to chime in. As soon as they give me my video access, bow! There we go. Hey, man, it's how I am all the time, man. Just energy and stuff like that. But no, I actually got a question, because so musically, right? It's changing to the point to where if Serato updates every week, the system updates every week, the technology updates every week. I've always had a question though, when it comes to, and maybe you can help, when it comes to the new world, right? Because now as DJs, we're more digital now, we're more virtual now, but the platforms seem to not be as accepting to that outside of Twitch, some Facebook rules, some Instagram rules and stuff. Do you see that process changing?
Yes. So I don't know how much I can divulge because you hit a sensitive spot. So you saw Versus. So I created a form of Versus in 2015. And I was pitching it out in Silicon Valley because my idea was to have like a form of Versus to go along with Audios. As you know, many people might know, so let me explain it. When it comes to minorities, women, or LGBTQ, less than 2% of investment goes to us in Silicon Valley. 98% goes to everyone else. So no matter, statistically, I'm not saying any bias, but statistically, the chances of you getting someone to believe in your vision or to see what you see as a minority is almost next to nothing. And so with that being said, is as we build our mobile app, Audios will provide opportunities for people like you, because we understand the problem, your problem. We understand that cables are expensive. It costs $100 to $200 per speaker. We also understand that in the COVID-19 world, things have to change so that you can still get, you can still make money. And so I absolutely understand the problems that you're facing 100%. So we need support of the DJs. We need support of the DJs, right?
Thank you for that question, Romeo. Hey, Romeo, they have told me we've gone way past our time today. Thank you so much for being here with me, Eric. I really appreciate it. Again, republic.co/audios, like AUDIOS. You'll find all the information that you need there on Eric, his company, the layout, and your opportunity. So,
and they can go to audios.com too. There's a banner,
of course,
on that page, and click and go to the Republic.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, thank you, Eric, and I'm sure my team will be back on.
Thank you.
We got it ready.
All right.
Eric.
Y'all have a great rest of the show.
I'm going to republic.co to invest.
All right. I love it. I love it.
Hi, yeah.
You need a brand ambassador. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
We need that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Republic.co/audios. Thanks, Eric. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
That is. I tell people all the time, Portia. Every time they book a DJ, I let them know. Do you know half of this you're paying for these speakers and the traveling of these speakers? Like carrying around these speakers ain't the coolest thing on earth. Now Ashley want to go to the social report. I'm gonna have a long talk with Ashley. Facebook Ashley been cheating on me. I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna let the secret go.
It ain't Ashley. We ain't gonna name drop now. That's all I'm saying.
Cheating on me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in my social report. Wherever you want to go, I'll go with you, Ashley, and your cheating self. And I see you over there smiling. So let's start with this. Holyfield, you don't want to do this, bro. Holyfield has been reaching out to Mike Tyson because he wants to fight. He wants a rematch of the fight that got his ear bit off. And Holyfield said that, 58-year-old Holyfield said that he's ready to bust, and this is his word, he's ready to bust Tyson's ass in a heavyweight fight. He says, you've been running for me for the longest, and we need to get and return back to the ring. Why are you trying to fight Roy Jones Jr. and not me? So Holyfield.
Go ahead, Roman.
Say what?
It just sounds like
I was just.
It sounds like he needs some money. Like, sit down, old man. Sit down. Like your bones are too fragile to be fighting at 58. You pushing 60. Have a seat. You somebody's grandfather. I'm sure of it. Have a seat. If you need some money, do like a charity match. Like, you could probably still get the same amount of money from that fake charity match that you're gonna get from getting knocked the hell out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, brother, have you not seen? Now look, have you not seen the Mike Tyson videos lately? I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. Mike Tyson is hitting people like he 20. That's what Mike Tyson doing. So Holyfield, I rock with you. I do. Mike Tyson just fought a shark 2 months ago. A shark. Hey man, let this man go. Right, so yeah, Ashley, right. A shark. Come on, man. Who fights sharks?
Definitely wrong. Like, he just needs some money. If you need some money, say you need some money. Say, hey, Mike, call him up. And we don't know if this didn't happen in the background, because he may have said, hey, Mike, I'm about to drum up a whole bunch of press, a whole bunch of media so that we can do this fight, so that we can get some money together. Because I can't see someone who is 58 years old, who previously got their ear bitten off by the guy that he wants a rematch with, to say, hey, I'm gonna bust your ass. Like, that just sounds like a whole bunch of talk to me. And money talk. So,
and he bit your ear.
He bit your ear off, child.
Who wants to fight a man who bites ears? Come on, man. Next up though, Ashley, this is like, she on the roll right now. She's still in trouble in my social report. What up, Roddy Rich? We said this last week, and I told y'all there was going to be a problem. I said it was going to be a problem. Philadelphia City Commissioner and election workers have been receiving death threats from the ballot counting. Everybody who, when we was reporting last week, and all these people knew where the ballot boxes was and where the voting was, they took those people's license plates in the driveway, in the parking lot, and these people have been receiving death threats. The commissioner, Al Schmidt, Schmidt, he says not only has he been receiving exclusive death threats directly to his home, which means somebody followed him to his home, but other workers have and reminding us of what the Second Amendment was. The workers spent counting The workers spent days counting hundreds of thousands of mail-in ballots and provisional ballots for Pennsylvania, but apparently someone right now is attacking them. Told you so.
Okay, somebody cue
So-
up the "It's Over Now." Like somebody cue up the song "It's Over Now." Listen, y'all, it's over. Let it go. Let it go. It's over.
But I told you, I thought that was I thought that was so dumb that these ballot places were reachable, findable. People could watch it, not thinking in 2 seconds, not thinking of the fact that these people that are volunteering have to park in a parking lot, walk from the parking lot, and someone is really tracking them. So if you got that much time on your hands in Pennsylvania, hey man, jump off a bridge. Next up, Ashley, where you want to go?
It's how jump off the bridge.
Just saying. Now this is major. 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 I'm not surprised. I'm not sure who's a Supreme fan. I'm a Supreme fan. I've met them. Vans Footwear, the parent company for VF, has acquired the streetwear brand Supreme for $2.1 billion. Let me tell you how major this is. $2.1 billion. Supreme was literally a street brand. Literally. Young cats out of their home created this brand called Supreme. Supreme got picked up in major markets at concert festivals, your Coachellas, your complexes, your Atlanta concerts, all over. They built a brand so powerful online that people started taking their clothing, tech wear, shoes, everything. And these young guys literally was just bought out for $2.1 billion, plus they get another $300 million payment subject to the satisfaction of closing the milestone. So they got made $2.1 billion plus another $300 million for their brand. And I want to give them a round of applause. But in my head, if your brand was worth that, y'all young cats, if your brand was worth that and it was recognized and they bought you out for that amount of money, it makes me think about how far you could have went.
Listen,
independent.
Listen. From where he started to 2.1 billion, that was exit strategy. He probably had 100 million as his goal for an exit strategy. You're talking about where can it go? Let it go on, because now I got 2.1 billion to do another label, to invest in my community, to help other people with their labels, to have seed money for some of these different people and these kids that want to do their own labels. Like, he has enough money to do a lot of good in the community. And not only can he do another brand just like Supreme, because he has all of the knowledge in his head, he can go along and help other people. What's his name? Because I know he's Black, and I've seen him on a couple of TV shows, and my babies wear his clothing brand. What's his name? Because I got a clothing brand idea that I need some seed money for. So I'm about to contact him directly.
And here's the beautiful part. I tell people all the time, it doesn't age. To me, age doesn't matter. You could start now, and that was proven by Chadwick Boseman before he passed. All the work he did in 5 years. Age don't matter. You can start wherever you want to start and build a legacy. But this brand was created in 1994. That's how young it is.
94 is 25, ain't it? It was 90.
Yes.
If you
Not
somebody do the math right quick.
The brand started in
1994. 26. Y'all didn't know
26.
26.
26 years, 2.1 billion. The brand, come on, man. That's heavy.
His name is James Jebbia. I'm about to reach out. I got some. I want to bring you on this show, and we got some things in store. James, you need to make sure you invested in Black media.
James, you know you got some extra money. James, first of all, that's when you get that call, James. Now you know you got extra money. Now, if anybody got extra money, you're getting 300 million on top of the 2.1 billion. You got an extra 300 million to give away, technically.
I don't even think I need a million. I need to put the work in because I need him to partner with me on my new clothing venture.
What's it
James,
called?
I'm not telling you.
Supreme for Women.
I want Supreme for Women.
No, but you're right. You say your son wears them. I have some of the product. Like it's a very popular street brand, and it wasn't anything that you could find in stores. It wasn't nothing that you could like. You literally had to go online, and that online business boomed up to 2.1 billion. You can't say nothing about that. That's hard work right there.
Hard.
What up, Kim Taylor? My Kim. Hey, my Kim. My cat. My Iris. My D. My. So yeah. Plus, I got 2 nephews and nieces that was born in 1994. Jesus Christ.
They 26. They old.
Well, I'm a firm believer. Age does not matter when it comes to success. What's the actor that started late? The black actor, Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson started late. Denzel didn't start late. Morgan Freeman started late. Hey man, do you? I'll tell you right now, Portia gonna open up the first strip club in Detroit. Go for it. This is gonna be great. I said open it up. I ain't say you're gonna be there. I said
don't want to perpetuate that type of culture. I don't good on that. Not that they don't make their money because they make their coins, and they're also very, very successful once they come out and they have a goal and they set them. And you look at a Cash Doll from Detroit, you look at a Cardi B, you look at an Eve who say she 42. You know what I'm saying? Like they all started off as strippers. So kudos to them. Kudos to them because they out there making a splash. Okay.
Speaking of Detroit and Chicago, and I couldn't find that information. Ashley, how you know about strip clubs? I need Detroit and Chicago. I need y'all to calm the F down. I need everybody to bring it down.
What happened?
Everybody knows how King Von passed, the Chicago rapper. His girlfriend, rapper Asian Doll, went off on everybody yesterday saying, how could y'all let the man die? The people that were around him, what we was talking about, people in their crew. How could y'all let him, how come nobody else died? How come, how could y'all let him die? He was feeding y'all this, that, and the third. So she socially challenged everybody on his team. That was the first thing. The second thing that came behind it was T.I. was actually making a statement about something else that got caught up in the situation, and then 50 Cent perpetuated what T.I. said to a level to where now street dudes are involved. Now, y'all are taking this too far now. Like y'all are creating yes, the man was killed in Atlanta. We all rest in peace. We are sorry about that. But what y'all are doing right now with everything that's going on, election, COVID, y'all about to create a city war that has Atlanta and Chicago involved in something.
So what's the connection to Detroit? You said Detroit and Chicago. What's the connection to Detroit?
The shooter.
He's from Detroit?
His crew, the shooter's crew, is part of allegedly. Okay, Ashley, the crew.
The alleged is from Detroit. Listen, y'all.
But they're pushing it. They're when we talked about it yesterday, where it was yesterday, now it's on 210 for no reason, just out of nowhere. And I'm watching social media online, like Yeah, we about to come to Atlanta. Somebody got to answer for this. Now, this is how they talking. Somebody got to answer for this. I don't think you're supposed to be saying that in public. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be doing that. I need y'all to calm down, man. Bring it down a notch.
Someone leaked his autopsy photos.
Oh, I saw that. These people are wild, Portia. I saw that.
I don't get it, y'all. I don't understand. Like, y'all don't have nothing else better to do. Like nothing else better than we in the midst of a global pandemic. People are dying from a flu-like disease, and y'all out there trying to beat COVID from killing people because y'all shooting people. I don't understand. I don't understand.
And welcome to 2020. We're gonna give that.
Y'all.
And last on my report, the billionaire. I hope Ashley got it when she wasn't cheating on me. The billionaire, former Democratic President candidate Andrew Yang announced that he is moving to Atlanta to help the Democrats win the Senate runoff in January. Yes, this billionaire.
Where's he from?
On West Coast.
He in California?
In California. He was one of the last 5, I think, during the Democratic race. He was one of the last 5 as an independent. Spent his own money during the election, over billions of dollars.
Where does his money come from? Can you find out where? It's probably the tech industry. But Ashley, can you find out where he made his billions? Go ahead, Romeo. I'm sorry.
So he'll be moving to Atlanta because he said he wants to help with the Senate race. No, you don't. I know what you want to do. You want to be a part of the Senate race so you can be on Stacey Abrams' team. Join the Stacey Abrams team and see how that goes. Corporate attorney. He's from New York. Yep.
You make billions of dollars being a corporate attorney? Something ain't right. What else does he do? Because you got to do something else.
Look at Portia. He sell drugs. What else he do? He does.
I'm just saying, like, how do you make $1 billion from being a corporate attorney?
You don't. You're absolutely right. You don't. So this Senate race is very important, and a lot of people are focusing on that as well. So we're gonna see how this really goes. So right, this is so wild.
So who's on the ticket for the Senate race?
Right, John Ossoff, and the Black Senate name is Kelly
Loeffler. Let's see if we can bring them up, Ashley. See if we can bring them up.
Yeah.
Because this is another very important race, especially if it's attracting billionaires. But why do you say, Romeo, you think that he wants to be a part of the Senate race?
A lot of people. So I don't know, outside of Detroit, I think Atlanta is setting the bar. Atlanta's setting the bar. How Keisha Lance Bottoms operates, how Stacey Abrams operates, how Atlanta is Wakanda. Atlanta is Wakanda. So I think at this point in time, a lot of these people who ran for office who didn't succeed, they know that I think they know something in the back of their mind that Atlanta is going to be a hub for this new election, for this new president. I really think Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to use Atlanta as a key point during their 4 years. And a lot of people want to be a part of that. Loeffler. Thank you, Pat. Pat always breaking stuff down for me. John Ossoff. I like John Ossoff. I really do. Versus David Perdue. David Perdue got to go. He like 1,000 years old. He got to go, man.
Don't talk about people like that. I don't talk about people. I don't talk about people. I'm talking about that. You age shaming, Romeo.
He been like the dude for like thousands of years.
Also versus David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler versus Raphael Warnock. Okay, so of course we want Warnock and John Ossoff to win.
Right. There you go. That's who we want to win.
Raphael Warnock is pastor of Martin Luther King's church. All right. Can we bring up a picture so that we can familiarize our audience with these people and help them to know who they are?
And y'all gotta stop. Look, if you, dear everybody who's in office, if you are still sitting in your seat of power and you've been there since Reagan, quit.
Don't do that. I think the issue is, Romeo, that and it's becoming increasingly clear that people do what they're used to doing, right? So if they could sit in that seat and get all the money that they get, which is not a lot legally, but they get a whole bunch of bribes and kickbacks and special privileges and all of that. If they could do that and just sit back and you know, sign a law or sign a petition or sign something that says, you know, whatever, that's what they're gonna do, wouldn't you?
Or can somebody? Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Who was president before Barack? It was Bush, right?
Bush number two.
Bush number two. Can somebody from Bush number two, should they still be allowed to make changes in laws of the president now? The people in that era, this is what I'm saying it wrong. What I'm saying is, if you're from a presidential era, that's a 4-year era, 8-year era, you have no clue about what's going on in this era. The technology has changed. Everything has changed. The world has changed.
Well, hopefully you're growing with the times, because you don't just cancel people because they get old. Like that's just like us. So, you know, even we're growing with technology. So of course we have Facebook and Instagram and social media, but you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, we're not gonna have that. Are we gonna cancel everybody because, you know, they used to know Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and all of that, and now it's something different?
Yeah, if you still try to talk to me about
Romeo, the answer is no.
If you still trying to talk to me about MySpace, yes, you gotta go.
Well, somebody was on the show last week talking about they miss MySpace. That's all I'm gonna say. Pull the photos, please, Ashley.
Supposed to learn from you.
Pull the photos. Okay. So this is the Senate race where?
This is Georgia. Kelly Lock. Yep.
That's an easy win. That better be an easy win.
Kathleen Collins said our president-elect is over 75 years old. Okay, that's a good point. It's not saying. Oh, John also, David Perdue got to go. He really got to go. But yeah, John also, I like him.
I think that's an easy win, y'all. I think that's an easy win.
Well, he don't have that deep-rooted. It's just the growth part of, like, I'm a firm believer. I'm not saying kick somebody out, but you got to have an even base. You got to be young and old in order for it to progress. You cannot be the CEO who does not have an ear to the ground, or somebody on your team that is in the now. It don't work that way. Don't work that way.
Can be. That's what Trump is. So you can be, but I think John also has a really good chance of winning. If we're aesthetically looking at him, of course he's nice looking. He's younger. He's Caucasian-ish. I don't know what his background is, but I think he has a good chance of winning. And then Raphael, you know, he got Martin Luther King on the side, so
right.
We got everybody in Georgia, including Martin Luther King, including his congregation on this side. So I'm hoping that's an easy win, but I was thinking that the presidential race would have been an easy win too. And that was like pretty even keel.
Right. Agreed. But then you have to look at also the people that, you know, the people that you like, the people that I like, they have a remnants of familiarity. Keisha Lance's Bottom, I feel familiar with Keisha Lance's Bottom, and I feel familiar with the mayor of Chicago, the black woman, can't remember her name, or Cory Booker.
Or
Like you got it got to make sense to make sense, and half the stuff don't make sense. It won't be as easy. Pat says it won't be an easy win because they could give Dems the Senate, and Republicans would the Republicans will fight in tooth and nail. People have to vote. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I think the whole Democrat Republic thing is the stupidest thing ever too. I'm gonna say that.
Well, side with something, but so Jeffrey Sprecher is Kelly Loeffler's husband's name, and he is the president of. Is he the president? He's the CEO of the New York Stock Exchange. So that's who's backing Kelly.
Ooh, money.
So I don't know. So Raphael, you need to we need Andy and all his billions to come help you. Because Kelly and her husband over there think they running things with the CEO of the New York Stock Exchange.
I need all my street pharmaceutical doctors to go support my brother and donate to his cause, because Kelly loaded. Like you said, Kelly loaded. That's different money. Hey, honey, can I borrow 12 million? Sure, baby. That's different type of money. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that's different.
Look,
her husband. I want to see what her husband look like. And why is her last name Loeffler and his name is Sprecher?
Portia about to get this money, and she about to supreme this money. Oh, wow. That says a lot. Wow. They know how to play this game. Now, if that's him, and you just showed me her.
What? But what's the conclusion, Romeo?
You can date whoever you want to date, marry young, old. Age ain't nothing but a number. Age is not nothing but a number.
Getting that. Yes. He was born at 55. He old. What you say? He 1,000 years old. Know that. American businessman, founder and chairman, CEO of the Intercontinental Exchange, and chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. He's only worth $355 million. Andy, somebody bring Andy with his billions so we can get this done.
He said only. He's
old. He's not worth more than Andy.
Janet Simmons said he old. Basically, yeah. He 49, he's 65. That's normal.
What was her name again? I want to look her up. Oh, that's Andy. Andy. Yes. Okay, so what does Andy do? I can't see. We can't see that.
Andrew Yang.
He needs to bring all his billions.
Yep. Mitch McConnell has sworn to deny the Democrats the Senate. And on top of that, keep them tied up like they did Obama. You absolutely right. And everybody want to blame Obama. Right, Iris Baker, only Portia. Yep, you only glad you said only Portia.
Only Portia what? I missed it. What'd she say?
Trying to figure out how much these men are worth. Yep, go ahead, Portia.
I just want to know how much had more power, Andy or Jeffrey. I just need to know, because Andy said he coming to lend his expertise and his money.
I want to say Andy, his whole president. I don't know if you remember him during the presidential campaign. His whole basis of what he was running off was nobody's sponsoring me. I'm not being backed by big corporate America. This is my money. I'm spending my money. And on top of that, he actually gave
a billionaire. Who said he was a billionaire? Romeo, you said he was a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
It says media outlets have provided several estimates of Yang's net worth, 1 million according to Forbes, between 834,000 and 2.4 million according to the Wall Street Journal, and between 3 and 4 million according to Newsweek. No billions.
That can't be right. He spent that amount on his presidential race. That can't be correct. He spent his own money on his presidential race. So I know he spent over 3
Andrew
million.
Yang wasn't. Somebody said he was a billionaire, and then it was refuted that he's not a billionaire. He's a millionaire.
You remember the Andrew Yang, the Asian that was running during the presidential race. His whole campaign was based on he's not being backed by Big Bank America. He was spending his own money. You spend more than 3 million on a campaign. So he got to be in the upper millions of billions.
He's definitely a multi-millionaire for sure. There's no doubt about that. Because you couldn't even get in that game for probably 3 million. Probably wouldn't even take you 2 months.
Right. That's out the door already.
And he was in it for a minute. Plus, he was a guy that was advocating for give every family $1,000. Just give every family $1,000.
Yep.
Like let's level it out so everybody gets the money and has a fair chance at even living. So I think he wants the conversation to kind of evolve. Obviously, Asian Americans, just like Native Americans and Indians, the first Americans are truly proud and happy because they've been abused. This has not been a good 4 years for anybody. And
what do you think about him coming to the statement that he's actually moving to Atlanta this week so that he could help the Democratic Senate race runoff in January?
I think there's a group of people in society that want Jacqueline Evans. They want society to be able to change, and they know that without us controlling the Senate, that many of the needed progress points that America needs cannot be achieved. So he's pretty much saying ground zero now, y'all, is Georgia. And I think that what he's sharing with everybody is, I'm not going to stand by. So if you're not standing, I'm going to be involved. I think, you could see him saying, hey, I want to be an ambassador. I want to be in the conversation. I'm still supporting the party and its movement where I'm needed. So I think that, and they're really still trying to spin the conversation forward, Romeo. They've got to keep people aware because, there's just so much fake news. Who cares what's going to happen? On the 5th, there'll be a new resident. You're not getting ready to hold us up. On the 5th, there'll be a new resident. And we'll deal with the fact that you were just obnoxious and didn't understand, but you're going to be gone, period.
Yeah.
You've got to move. Positive thoughts, Portia. Got 3 minutes.
Okay, positive thoughts of the day is believe you deserve it and the universe will serve it. So put some belief in yourself. I don't know what I did with my believe necklace. I got to find it. I was so focused on my vote necklace, but I need to find my believe necklace. So believe it, and you shall receive it. I'm throwing the ball to Romeo International.
Don't think for 2 seconds that Atlanta is not ground zero right now. Pay attention to how the Senate's moving. Pay attention to how the world moving. You might want to pay attention to how Atlanta is moving right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get through these last couple of weeks, and we're going to get through these couple of weeks with positivity and success. And I pass it to Munson Steve, who just disappeared real quick.
I did. I was sitting here trying to figure out what's my next move, Romeo International. I love that. It's definitely ground zero. But there are some people that didn't get to vote or chose not to vote, and we want you to come on the team. Let's all fall in line. There's not a narrative that takes us away from understanding who the winner is of the day. Let's now understand that we know we can all vote for 2 people who are actually on the Democratic ticket. We don't have to wait for Lil Wayne to tell us. We don't have to consider Kanye. He's not on the ballot. We definitely much love and much respect to the fallen angel on this subject only, because I'm gonna give him a pass. I do believe in forgiveness for my brother Ice Cube because I love Ice Cube. I definitely love, no, excuse me. I love Ice Cube. I want you to understand, you forgiven even Longoria. I'm going to forgive my brother Ice Cube. You can say what you want. You can say what you want. Ice Cube is my dude. Like, he had stood up for Rolling Out when we would go to Hollywood and people didn't want to be on the cover. Black stars weren't certain they wanted to take pictures. Ice Cube always invited us. I'm not getting ready to counsel my brother.
I agree.
You know, we all have made mistakes, but you know what? I love you, Ice Cube, and I want you to know we expecting you down here in Georgia to make a difference. We calling Ice Cube to come, homie, hang out with your homies and your cousins down here in the ATL, because it's a positive place. We got to use all soul juice.
10 o'clock.
Lil Wayne, if you want to do a free concert, you can get the forgiveness too. But Ice Cube's already forgiven because he's always loved Rolling Out. And at any rate, it's just about love, you guys. Let's be a positive today. It's Tuesday. I'm feeling good with Portia Monique, Think, Romeo International. We're going to fill up the docket tomorrow and have a good time. But if nothing else, go out, make a difference, and remind somebody to do something so that we can win the Senate. Talk to you later. This is Rolling Out AM. The Wake Up Call with Portia Monique, Romeo International, and Ashley West.
Don't put her old name out there.
Ghost.
Put her on blast.
The ghost, the Skeegee ghost. She's a Skeegee goat.
Producer Ashley is good. Producer Ashley.
She is a true goat.
Producer. Now, see Ashley.
He's trying to project you to come